South Korean cult leader sentenced to prison, followers were beaten to drive out evil spirits. A South Korean cult leader was sentenced to 6 years in jail on Monday for holding about 400 followers captive in Fiji. She subjected them. Shin Ok-ju, the founder of Grace Road Church, warned of impending war, famine, and natural disaster. She convinced her the church's corporate arm, Gross Group, businesses across the small Pacific island, in industries like construction to agriculture. They set their sights. Once in Fiji, her followers had their passports taken away and many of them being beaten to drive. Ok-ju was arrested and 3 of her followers were detained after flying into Seoul on July 24, 2018 on charges of forced confinement and physical assault, South Korean police said at the time. Authorities had to a South Korean Ok-ju guilty of 9 charges including assault, imprisonment, fraud, child abuse, and ordering child neglect. The ruling said that children who were victims of the cult had about half of South Korea's 50 million population identify as Protestants or Catholics, but several million belong to groups that promote cultish behavior and fringe beliefs, at South China Morning Post.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park, pot.